Hey everyone, this is Mindscope, and let's talk about something we all need but don't always prioritize: sleep. If you're sleeping less than 6 hours a night, you need to know what's really happening to your body. We're not talking about the occasional late night, but the chronic sleep deprivation that's become a badge of honor in our hustle-obsessed culture. People brag about how little they sleep like it's a flex, but it's really slow self-destruction. Your body is incredible, but it can only run on fumes for so long before things start to break down. And trust me, the consequences of skimping on sleep go way beyond feeling a little tired. In this video, we're diving deep into the hidden dangers of sleep deprivation. We're talking brain fog, hormonal havoc, heart health risks, and a whole lot more. So, grab a glass of water, stay hydrated, my friends, and let's get real about why sleep should be at the top of your priority list. Let's start with the most immediate and noticeable effect of sleep deprivation: brain fog. You know that feeling when you can't seem to think straight, you're forgetting things, and focusing on even simple tasks feels impossible? That's your brain on insufficient sleep. Think of your brain like a smartphone. When you sleep, it's like plugging it in to charge overnight. You wake up refreshed, with a full battery, ready to process information, make decisions, and tackle the day. But when you consistently shortchange your sleep, it's like you're only charging your phone to 20% every night. Eventually, it's going to start acting up. You'll experience lag time, apps will crash, and you won't be able to rely on it for even basic functions. The same goes for your brain. Sleep helps consolidate memory, process information, and clear out toxins that accumulate during the day. Without enough sleep, your cognitive abilities take a nosedive. Your reaction time slows, your decision-making skills become impaired, and your ability to learn and retain new information plummets. This isn't just an inconvenience, it can have real-world consequences. Imagine trying to drive when you're sleep-deprived. Your reaction time is slower, your focus is shot, and you're more likely to make mistakes. A recipe for disaster. Or think about your performance at work or school. Can you really be at your best when your brain is constantly lagging? The truth is, chronic sleep deprivation can hold you back in all areas of your life. It's time to stop glorifying the "I'll sleep when I'm dead" mentality, and start prioritizing the sleep your brain needs to function optimally. Alright, let's talk about something that affects us all: our hormones. You might not realize it, but sleep plays a critical role in regulating your hormones, and when you're sleep deprived, it throws everything out of whack, especially when it comes to your weight. Two key hormones involved in appetite regulation are ghrelin, which stimulates hunger, and leptin, which signals fullness. When you're sleep deprived, your body produces more ghrelin and less leptin. In other words, you're hungrier, you don't feel as full, and you're more likely to overeat. And it gets worse. Lack of sleep also messes with your metabolism, the process by which your body converts food into energy. When you're constantly tired, your metabolism slows down, making it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. But it's not just about the number on the scale. Sleep deprivation also increases your body's production of cortisol, the stress hormone. Elevated cortisol levels can lead to increased fat storage, especially around your midsection. So not only are you more likely to overeat and burn calories less efficiently, but your body is also more likely to store fat when you're sleep deprived. It's a vicious cycle that can be hard to break. If you're struggling with your weight, getting enough sleep should be a top priority. It's not just about willpower or counting calories, it's about giving your body the rest it needs to regulate hormones and optimize your metabolism. We've talked about brain fog and hormonal imbalances, but now let's get serious about a topic that's close to my heart, literally. Sleep deprivation doesn't just affect your brain and your waistline, it takes a toll on your heart health as well. You see, when you sleep, your body gets a chance to rest and repair, and that includes your cardiovascular system. Your heart rate slows down, your blood pressure drops, and your blood vessels get a break from the constant demands of the day. But when you're chronically sleep deprived, your body is in a constant state of stress. Your heart rate and blood pressure remain elevated, putting extra strain on your heart and blood vessels. Over time, this can lead to a whole host of heart health problems. Studies have linked poor sleep to an increased risk of high blood pressure, heart attacks, stroke, and even heart failure. And it's not just about the quantity of sleep you're getting. The quality matters too. If you're constantly waking up throughout the night or experiencing sleep disorders like sleep apnea, your heart isn't getting the restorative rest it needs. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Doc, I'm young and healthy. Heart problems are something I don't need to worry about for years. And while it's true that age is a risk factor for heart disease, the choices you make now, including how much sleep you prioritize, can have long-term consequences. Think of it like this: every night of good sleep is an investment in your future heart health. Let's talk about your immune system. You know, that incredible internal defense system that protects you from all sorts of nasty bugs and viruses. You might not realize it, but sleep plays a crucial role in keeping your immune system strong and ready to fight. Think of your immune system as an army, with different types of cells working together to identify and destroy invaders like bacteria, viruses, and other pathogens. When you sleep, your body releases proteins called cytokines, which help regulate your immune response and fight off infection. Sleep is also when your body produces and releases infection-fighting white blood cells. But when you're sleep-deprived, your immune system is essentially running on fumes. Your body produces fewer cytokines and white blood cells, making you more susceptible to getting sick. And it's not just about catching a cold. Studies have shown that chronic sleep deprivation can increase your risk of developing more serious health problems, including heart disease, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. So, if you're constantly battling colds, feeling run down, or taking longer than usual to recover from illness, it's time to take a serious look at your sleep habits. Getting enough sleep is like giving your immune system the resources it needs to do its job effectively, protect you from harm. It's one of the simplest yet most powerful things you can do to stay healthy and resilient. We've covered a lot of ground so far, but let's not forget about the impact of sleep deprivation on our mental health. You see, our minds and bodies are intricately connected, and when one suffers, the other inevitably follows. Sleep deprivation doesn't just make you feel tired and groggy. It can wreak havoc on your mood, your emotions, and your overall mental well-being. When you're sleep deprived, your brain's ability to regulate emotions is compromised. The areas of your brain responsible for processing emotions, like the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex, don't communicate as effectively, leading to mood swings, irritability, and increased stress sensitivity. It's like your emotional volume knob is turned up, and even minor annoyances can feel overwhelming, but it goes beyond just feeling grumpy or short-tempered. Chronic sleep deprivation has been linked to an increased risk of developing mental health disorders like anxiety and depression. In fact, sleep problems are often one of the first warning signs of these conditions. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Doc, I'm not depressed, I'm just tired. And while it's true that fatigue is a common symptom of both sleep deprivation and depression, it's important to recognize the other signs and seek professional help if you're struggling. Remember, taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health, and getting enough sleep is a crucial part of that equation. Let's be honest, we've all been there. You're running on fumes after a night of poor sleep, and suddenly everything seems to set you off. Your patience wears thin, your fuse shortens, and even the smallest inconvenience can send you into a spiral of frustration and anger. Well, that, my friends, is the not-so-charming side of sleep deprivation: increased irritability and mood swings. You see, when you're sleep-deprived, your brain's ability to regulate emotions takes a nosedive. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking and impulse control, isn't functioning at its best. It's like the brakes on your emotional responses are worn out, and you're more likely to react impulsively and emotionally. This can manifest in different ways. You might find yourself snapping at loved ones, getting easily frustrated in traffic, or feeling overwhelmed by tasks that wouldn't normally bother you. It's like the world is suddenly a much more irritating place and you're walking around with a permanent case of, "Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee." But here's the thing, it's not just about being grumpy. Chronic irritability and mood swings can take a toll on your relationships, your work, and your overall quality of life. They can lead to conflicts, misunderstandings, and a general sense of unhappiness. So the next time you find yourself feeling short-tempered or easily agitated, ask yourself, when was the last time I got a good night's sleep? It might just be the missing piece of the puzzle. So there you have it, the hidden dangers of sleep deprivation laid bare. We've covered a lot of ground, from brain fog and hormonal imbalances to heart health risks and weakened immunity. But the takeaway is clear: sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's as essential to your health and well-being as eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and managing stress. If you're consistently sleeping less than 7 to 8 hours a night, you're putting your physical and mental health at risk. It's time to start prioritizing sleep like your health depends on it, because it does. Make those small changes, establish a consistent sleep routine, and watch as your overall health and well-being transform. Your body will thank you,